Welcome to the 10th edition of the Yearling Bone Camp. Things are starting to change around the ranch. We're starting to get a little bit cooler nights, some weather, a little bit of rain. The main thing I can see the difference in the deer is you notice they're starting to turn gray. That's their summer coats falling off. The red coat is their summer coats. That gray winter coat is their winter hair coming in, starting to get ready for this cold weather. Little towhead right there, number Wild 87. Guys, this is not the best set of yearlings we've ever had, and nothing really to brag about. There's some nice yearlings in there, but that little towhead like that, the number 87, that's just to go to show you, once a spike, not always a spike. That little guy's got just as good a genetics as anybody in this pen. He's got what it takes. He might have started out late, fawn, or he might have gotten sick, or I can promise you he's going to be a 200-inch deer next year, a 180-inch deer next year. Maybe I'll back up a little bit, just because I know what kind of genetics he's got. They get behind. They don't grow horns as good as well. Right now, as a yearling, they're putting every bit of energy into that body. When you get a big yearling, that means he's a big-bodied yearling that doesn't have to put as much energy into growing that body. So that's something to tell. You can't ever tell about a yearling. There's a really nice 2-year-old right there on the right. He's got his head down right now, and he's a great looking 2-year-old. He's not really what we want. He's only a 5x5 mainframe 5x5. He's got some extras. When he dropped his horns as a yearling, I know he messed up that left side, so it's a little bit more non-typical than what it would have been normally. But he's a good-looking deer. The ears are about 18 inches wide on our farm. Our genetics and everything, when they've got their ears out laid in a normal position, that's about 18 inches wide. So if he's 4 inches on each side, you can add that up. 18, 26, 18 plus 8, that's 26. So he's about 26 inches wide or whatever, or 30 inches wide if he's got 6 inches. So you can use that to judge and to score your animals. But, you can tell the difference. That yearling, these bodies on these yearlings, there's a big difference between that 2-year-old's body. He's really a lot bigger than them, a lot taller than them. There's a 4-year-old right there in the middle as I just head down. He's a yellow tag 4-year-old. You can tell his body's a little bit bigger than that 2-year-old and that 3-year-old. There's a 3-year-old in the back. They're all lined up right there. 3-year-old's walking. Yeah, no, he is in the very, very back. That's another deer that messed up his left side last year, and he's kind of gone non-typical on that left side. We're hoping he'll straighten that back out and be a pretty 3-year-old or a 4-year-old next year. His right side's real pretty. He's just a really nice little 5x, I think he is. He might be a 6x, but just different situations to look at. I really like that 2-year-old on the right looking at you. He's a pretty deer, a real pretty deer. I love his long beams. I like long beams on our deer. If we were going to look at a breeding deer, we want him to have those big long beams like he's got. He's pretty impressive. Long eye guards, long tines, what have you. Hope you are enjoying. We're almost out of the growing season. We got a couple more weeks, and they're going to start shedding this velvet. So our bone cams will be over with. We'll have new cameras out there, hopefully getting trail camera pictures of deer since they're grown and around the ranch. And we'll start something new every week. But this is almost over. Enjoy what we got left. Watch these deer as they shed. Maybe we will. I'll have Nick take some cedar trees in there and drop them right here in front of this camera, and maybe y'all can get some deer as they shed their velvet and watch how fast they shed. It's amazing how fast a deer in 4 or 6 hours, it's completely gone and polished up, and it's hard horn. It's a bloody mess when it starts, and real pretty polished horns when they finish. So it's kind of interesting to watch. We'll try to catch some of that and get that out there for you. Sit back, enjoy. We will see you next week for the Yearling Bone Cam. We will see you tomorrow to watch the 2-year-olds. Y'all have a good, blessed day.